Now, if you read the title of this episode and said something along the lines of, well, I'm not really sure that I can call myself an entrepreneur. Well, this is what I have to say to you. If you are showing up, if you are building your business, if you are working hard towards your goals, you can definitely call yourself an entrepreneur. There is so much fear around starting something new. That fear of not being good enough is one that's really difficult to let go of. So if you struggle with this, I just want to say to you, you are not alone. I still have those thoughts happen to me all the time. And to be honest with you, I can't really promise you that it ever goes away. I think what happens is that you get used to it, and you get used to those thoughts coming into your mind. You can acknowledge them, you can start acknowledging that they happen, and then you can shake them off and let them go. But I just want to say, you are an entrepreneur, so it's time to own it. So if the fear of not being good enough, or that you're not doing enough, or that you're not doing it the right way, if those fears are coming up for you, then this is the show for you. Now, before we get started, this episode is brought to you by Kajabi. Now, Kajabi is the software that I use to run my complete business. Everything from my website to my landing pages, to my sales pages, to all my email marketing, my checkouts. Every single aspect of my business is run through this software. Now, if you would like to get a free 30-day trial, you can just go over to marenbarnard.com/Kajabi and go and try it out. Now, if you go directly to Kajabi, you will only get a 14-day trial. So this is a special link that will give you 30 days where, to be honest, you can set up your first online course in 30 days and you can actually get your course to pay for your Kajabi. So if you want to try it out, just go over marenbarnard.com/Kajabi. Now, if you are listening to this on the podcast, then the link will be down in the show notes. Otherwise, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can just find the link below this video. So today we are going to look at the 3 don'ts and the 3 do's that every new entrepreneur should know. So let's dive into it. Don't number 1, you don't want to look at what other people are doing. Oh my word, I think we are all guilty of this one. It is so easy to compare ourselves to others. You look at someone, especially in your market, or someone that might be a competitor, and you think, she's prettier than me, she dresses better than me, I can't do what she's doing, or I will never be able to be as confident on video, or I could never do a workshop like that. I just want to say to you, you are uniquely you. And people will do business with you because of who you are. They don't want the pretty girl. They don't want, the fancy clothes. People connect with you for who you are and for what you have to offer them. And it's because of your message that you share with the world. It's because of your knowledge that you share with the world that people will connect with you. Now, to be honest, we are going to repel some people. And that is exactly what you want to do. You want to attract the people that's right for you and for your business. And you really want to repel the ones that, that look at you and they think, I can't do business with her. That's fine, because that is exactly what you want to do. You want to repel the people that shouldn't come and do business with you. So I just want to say, stay in your lane, put your blinders on, and just keep serving the people you are meant to serve. What others are doing is just a distraction from your own awesomeness. So focus on what you're doing, be yourself, be your imperfect self, and just keep doing what you are doing, because people are connecting with you because of who you are. Okay, don't number 2 is don't let others make you feel guilty that you are taking too much time for your business. Oh, my dear, I really struggled with this one when I first got started with my online businesses. And to be honest, even still today, I was putting in so many hours when I first started my online business. And the reality was I wanted to make my business a success. And I knew that it was going to take sacrifice. But the problem is that not everybody understands that. People even today will say to me, but you're working all the time. Well, firstly, I absolutely love what I do. And to be honest, most of the time, it doesn't even feel like work for me. And secondly, I want my business to be successful. I want my business to grow. I'm not satisfied with where it is right now. I've set myself some hairy, audacious goals, and I want to reach them. And that means that right now my business is in a growth phase. And when it's in a growth phase, that means work. We go through different stages in our business. But for me right now, I'm definitely in a work phase where I'm trying to expand. But the other thing I know for a lot of people as well is that they feel that when you're a parent, I know for me, especially 10 years ago, when my kids were all 10 years younger and I was starting this online business, Stephen was working away on the mine. So I was spending a lot of the time on my own. I was putting in so many hours, and some days you feel that maybe you're neglecting your children, maybe you're not spending enough time with them, or maybe you find that you don't have the hours to spend in your business because of your kids. Well, I just want to say to you, don't underestimate the impact that you're going to have with your kids watching you doing the hard work. You will be surprised what the impact will be. Now, I'll just give you an idea with my kids. My kids are now grown up, and they have basically grown up with Stephen and I being in business for ourselves all our lives. So what I see with my kids are constantly trying new things, constantly experimenting with like Callum has just done his new online competition. And he wasn't scared to give it a go. He wasn't scared to see if this is something that will work. He didn't know beforehand if he was going to get a market. And he went for it. He set himself a goal. He decided what he wanted, and he went for it. So what I'm trying to say is, for our kids, maybe working so hard and maybe always being in front of your computer and the kids seeing that you've got a high work ethic is exactly the type of mother or the type of parent your children need to see, because that they realize that everything in life doesn't just come easy, and that we need to put in effort when it comes to working and wanting to be successful in the things that we do, and that things aren't just going to get handed to us. So don't underestimate how good the message is that you can actually share with your children through working really hard. Okay, number 3, don't feel like other people are in charge of your dreams. Now, to be honest with you, nobody else except yourself care about your dreams. Your dreams are yours. No one else is going to make your dream a reality. You are the only one that is going to make that dream come true. And what does that mean? It means that you might have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to get in that extra hour that you're not going to get through the day. Maybe you need to work late. You're the one that's going to have to do the work. You're the one that's going to, have to get the content for your social media, or the content for the next podcast, or, set up your landing pages, learn new skills. You are the person that needs to make your dreams come true. You cannot wait for other people to make it happen. I see it so often how people talk about, I've got this dream and I want this so badly, but they don't ever do something about it. They, the first little bit of obstacle or little bit of rough patch comes in your way and people just give up. You need to make sure that you follow your dream, that your dream is so important to you, and that no matter what, you are going to put in the work to make it happen. Now, the other thing is other people, so often especially again, when I'm working here, I'm doing this stuff, and people look at me and say, why do you do all this stuff? other people can't see your dream. They can't see the vision. They don't have the same passion for what you are doing. And sometimes that person is your spouse. I'm really fortunate that Stephen is on board with me and that we actually working this together. But for many people, you might be there on your own. You might have this dream of what you want, and your partner or your spouse or your husband doesn't understand what it is that you want. So it really is going to be up to you to make it happen. So I just say, don't let other people be in charge of your dreams and dictate to you whether it can be successful or not. You need to take ownership of what you want and make sure that you do it. A long time ago, I remember a mentor of mine said to me, don't let someone in the cheap seats have an expensive opinion about your life. So many people never experience how truly amazing they could have, or how truly amazing they could be, because they listen to the naysayers. They listen to the people that tell them this won't work. So I want you to take charge of your own dreams, to believe in yourself, and to go out there and make it happen. Okay, so there we have our 3 don'ts. Now let's move on to our 3 do's. Do number 1, you need to look for a community that will build you up. You are the combination of the 5 people that you hang out the most. We know this is what they always say. And the problem is that if you are the smartest person in the room, the smartest woman in the room, then you are definitely in the wrong room. If you know more than anyone else there, how are you going to grow? How are you going to expand yourself? So you not only need to find yourself like a sisterhood of women that are on the same journey as you, and connect with women that's like you. And the reason why it's so important to connect with women that are like-minded women is because things are going to get tough. I mean, that is business. Business is not a straight line. There's going to be so many ups and downs. But when you have surrounded yourself with a sisterhood of women that are on the same journey as you, they are the ones that's going to hold your hand when things get hard. They are the ones that you can reach out to, and they're going to understand what you are going through. They are the ones that are going to be happy for you when you've made that next sale or had that huge launch or whatever it is that you're doing in your business. They are the ones that's going to hold your hand through thick and thin. So find yourself those women that are like you, that is on the same journey, on the same mission, who wants just the best for you and that understands what you're going to go through. And sometimes you need to surround yourself with great mentors. It's always good to have people that know more than you, that can push you, that can drive you to that next level. And these people don't necessarily have to be people you know. For me, one of the ways that I find inspiration, one of the ways, the type of mentors I look at are people that's on the internet, on social media. I mean, the Oprahs, the Brené Browns, the Mel Robinsons, they are the women that inspire me. I look at what they do. I listen to what they do. I look at people that I feel I can learn from when they have got successful businesses, even if it is brick and mortar businesses. What are they doing to become successful? What are they doing to grow their businesses? And that is the type of mentors I'm talking about. You can have mentors that is not actually a person that you know. Follow these people on social media, learn from them, see what their mindset is like, what their strategies are like, because it will be amazing how much they can actually influence you. Okay, do number 2, you need to install daily habits to reach your goals. So I want you to write down 3 to 5 big, great, audacious goals that you want in your life. Now, these could be, even if they're a couple of years away, what are some huge things that you would love to be able to do. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be about business. You know, maybe you want to visit Italy, then write down that goal every day as if it's already happened. You know, I'm sitting in Tuscany. This is mine. So I'll tell you, the one place I've always wanted to go was Italy. Stephen went to Italy before we met each other. And when we did all our travels, whenever I said, let's go to Italy, he always said, oh no, I've been there, let's go somewhere else. So the one country I haven't been to that I desperately want to go is Italy. And I've actually got it imagined. Yes, I want to go and see Rome and Venice and all those places. But the Italy that I want to see is going to Tuscany, sitting in that little village under a huge tree, with these tables underneath, with all the old locals sitting around, eating homemade Italian pasta, drinking a glass of wine. I mean, and just immersing myself in the culture. That is the Italy that I want to go and experience. And that is one of my goals. And we were so close to it when COVID struck. We were on our way to Italy when COVID struck, and I still haven't done it. And I'm still writing down. That is one of the goals that I want to have, I want to achieve. The thing is, you need to write down your goals. You need to work towards these things. Because once you start writing down these goals, you'll be surprised how your mind, your subconscious mind, will start working towards you achieving these things. So right now, I have another huge goal, and that is to have live events all over South Africa. So what do I need to do to get there? Well, I need to start reverse engineering a little bit here. So I need to start networking and meeting the right people and make a plan. Now that I know what I want, now that I know my end goal is basically that I want to have these live events, because I think we're all craving some live events now. Now that I know I want that live event, I've got to work backwards and start thinking of what are the plans that I need to do to make this a reality. And hopefully, if you are listening right now and you are in South Africa, I hope that you'll reach out to me and put your hand up to organize a live event in your town. You know, all you have to do is grab a bunch of girlfriends and I will be there. So let's make this happen, girls. If you want me to come around South Africa to meet up with you and your friends, and we will be discussing all things online business, online courses, how you can turn your knowledge, skills, and expertise into an online business, then I will be there. Now, here's the reality check. Things like this take time. Your goals take time. And just because you're writing it down, you can't expect certain goals to just happen overnight. Obviously, we set short-term goals and long-term goals, but these long-term goals, these things where you want a business that might, you might want to say, I want a business that's generating me R1 million a year. It's not going to happen overnight. I can guarantee you this. And the problem is that most people don't understand how long it actually takes to make your dreams come true. These big audacious dreams come true. And then as soon as things get tough, they quit. They give up on their dreams. They give up on themselves. So I want you to just acknowledge that when there's certain things that you want to reach, if there's certain goals that you are desperate to achieve and you're really passionate about it, you need to write them down every day. Every day you are writing down the goals that I want. This is what I want to achieve. Those 3 to 5 really, really big goals. And you will be surprised, like I said, how your subconscious mind will start working and in the background and start making it happen for you, and how the right people will start coming into your world so that you can start so that these things can start happening for you. Okay. And then do number 3. Now, this is a big one. You need to choose to make the time. Okay. You need to choose to make the time to build your business. Now, I know that you are probably very, very busy and you already have so much to do. But here's the thing. The honest truth is we are all busy. You know, we all only have 24 hours a day. We all have the same busyness. I don't think it matters whether you are working full-time, whether you're a parent, what you do. If you ask anyone, they will tell you we are busy. I mean, I remember when I first got started now almost 10 years ago with my online business. At that stage of my life, I was what I call a single mum because Stephen was working away and I was pretty much on my own with the kids. I've got my 3 kids. All 3 kids were in 3 different schools starting 3 different times and finishing 3 different times. And then all 3 kids have different activities after school almost every single day. Some of them every single day. Michaela at dancing every single day, Monday to Saturday. So I get it. Plus, I was working full time at this stage. And just so that you know that none of the after school activities in Australia is at the school. So it's all private clubs. So I was driving around like crazy, trying to not only work full time. I just had some bosses that were very flexible on my hours and I did a lot of work from home, but I was running these kids around. I had to do it all. On top of that, I started our first online business. And the reality was I just had to get up early and work late at night. And sometimes I had to work over the weekends because it was my choice. I wanted that dream to become a reality. I wanted that business to succeed. And I knew it was going to take some sacrifices in order to get there. I had to, when Stephen came home, we worked instead of, maybe lying on the beach where a lot of people were and just enjoying our weekends. We made the choice to have a short-term sacrifice so that we can have the long-term effects of that sacrifice we did. And I think sometimes people aren't prepared for the short-term sacrifice. People tell you how, they are so busy, they haven't had time. But the reality is there will always be some sort of sacrifice for anything that's worthwhile in the end. I mean, if you think of an Olympic athlete, they don't just get to the Olympics. It's not just a talent and, oh, I'm really a good swimmer and there you are, I can now go to the Olympics. The amount of training, the amount of sacrifice those guys have got to do to become that elite athlete in order to get there, to be able to hang that gold, silver, or bronze medal around their neck, even to just say that they've been to the Olympics, it's huge. It's a massive sacrifice. I mean, even if you think about TV personalities or actors, famous actors, we don't realize the hours that they are putting in behind the scenes to make that movie. And it's not always glamorous. I mean, all we see is the Emmys and the awards and, the opening nights of the brand new movies and stuff. And that they look so glamorous and looks like they have these glamorous lives. But it's long hours that they're putting in there. And on top of that, they've got a huge sacrifice of privacy. So the reality is, with anything that you want to be successful with anything that if you want to really go and make that massive dream a reality, there is going to be a certain amount of sacrifice. And you're going to have to make time to build your business. Now, one of the things that I find so often is people will tell me, oh, sorry, I really don't have any time and I'm too busy with this and whatever. But if I ask them, oh, have you seen the latest Bridgerton episode? Or have you seen the latest Emily in Paris episode? They tell me how wonderful that is. Well, if you've got time to watch those series, then you definitely have time to build a business. Success is about choosing what you want right now and what you want most. And what you want right now is maybe to go and sleep in late on a weekday or go and have coffee with your friends or watching that latest Netflix series. But what you want most, if that is really, really what you want, you will have to sacrifice that instant gratification and work towards those long-term goals and those long-term dreams. You have to work towards your dreams every day. And if you say you don't have the time, I'm going to challenge you to say, maybe you're just not organized enough. Because like I said, we all just have those 24 hours. There's a lot of busy mums out there, and that's doing so much stuff. And they always say, give a job to a busy person and they will always find time to do it. It's because they are organized. Now, I'm totally for work-life balance, and I'm all for creating a business that will free up your time so that you can spend more time doing the things you love. But here's the shocker. That doesn't happen from day one. You first need to learn and build your business, and then get all the steps for your business in place before you can start living that dream life. I mean, building a business takes time. It takes commitment, but in the end, it'll be so worth it. You can make the time for anything that is important for you in your life. So you need to stop just talking about what you want and actually start doing what you want. Again, so many people just talk about the dream. I so badly want to do this. I want to quit my job. I want to start my own business. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then when it comes to the crunch and, you check their calendar, and I have a look and, say to them, well, what does your calendar look like? Have you got spot? And I see, oh no, it's coffee with this one. And then I've got a wax treatment there, and I've got a this here, and oh no, I've got to have my nails done there. That's when I realized that it's not that important. So decide what is important to you. Decide what are the sacrifices you're prepared to make. And I promise you, if you start getting organized, you are going to find times to make this happen if you want it bad enough. So there you have it. A bit of tough love, but hey, no one said that building a business was going to be easy. It really is simple to build a business, but it's not always easy. So let's just go through those again. So the 3 don'ts for your business. First of all, don't look at what other people are doing. Don't let other people make you feel guilty that you are taking time for your business. And finally, don't feel like other people are in charge of your dreams. You need to do it yourself. And the 3 do's, first of all, make sure that you surround yourself with people that will uplift you. Okay, that's sisterhood, people that want the same as you want. Secondly, install daily habits so that you can reach your goals. What are those daily habits that you are going to do? Write down your goals every day so that you know why you're working, so that you know what it is that's driving you every day. And thirdly, choose to make time for your business. Only you can make that time. Choose it, schedule it in, and make it happen. I hope that you can take something out of this, that you will get organized, do the things that you want to do in order to build your dream life. So until next week, go out there and make a difference, because there's someone out there right now looking for exactly what you have to offer.